Hello there, everyone. If you're watching this video, then you are part of the TTOR army, an army that is building itself up one subscriber at a time. And as you can see from the title and thumbnail of today's video, today we're going to be talking about Brett Keane and how he got censored by YouTube for what might be the stupidest reason I have ever seen in my entire life. And that is saying something, because I've covered lots of incidents of YouTube censorship over the past 4 or 5 years. Lots of incidents of YouTube censorship. But let's get into the Brett Keane one that just happened a couple of days ago. So you can see right here on screen Brett Keane's recent video, YouTube Falsely Copyright Strikes Me, by Brett Keane. And it is at the 1 minute and 57-second mark of this video where we hear Brett explain what happened.
So what happens is, and I completely believe that this is automated. I believe this is done by AI, that a human didn't even watch my show or any part of it. But the AI picked up that we were talking about a movie that's been getting fairly popular. It's not a movie that made it into the theater. It's like an indie movie that ended up getting some traction from Christians as well as non-believers, but it's not like some big deal. It's not like it's a movie basically about demonic possession. I'm afraid to even mention the title of it. The title is on the picture. You can see that for yourself, and that the company actually automatically hit me with some kind of copyright deal. Now keep in mind, there was no sound and no video played at all from that. We didn't even show a picture of the book, okay? There was no sound and no video, and there's absolutely no way you could watch that shit and come to the conclusion that any movies were put up there in any kind of way. There's no way. If you were watching the live show right now, you would have seen a couple guys up on the screen just having a chat, and that's it.
So what happened a couple of days ago is that Brett Keane's recent live stream from over the weekend got taken down via a copyright strike, and they claimed that he had showed copyrighted material from a horror movie. And what actually happened is that there was no video of that movie. There was no audio from that movie. No clips were played from that movie in Brett's stream. And that's because the movie hasn't even come out yet. Brett and his other guests were talking about movies that they were looking forward to seeing that were coming out in the future. And this movie in particular was the movie that Brett talked about that got his channel copyright stricken and it got the live stream taken down. Really stupid, because I mean, I've had YouTube take down videos in the past where I showed actual movie clips in live streams to illustrate the points I was making regarding the topic of the stream, which is one thing. As stupid as I found that, that's one thing. But when you get taken down for a copyright strike for allegedly talking about a copywritten material or showing copywritten material, even though this thing hasn't even hit the theaters yet, and therefore you couldn't play a clip from that movie, show a picture from that movie, or play audio from that movie. Literally getting a copyright strike for allegedly having copywritten content in your live stream that technically no one has access to yet. I mean, it's... Woo, oh boy. Woo, yeah, that's weird. So obviously Brett Keane appealed the strike because of how silly and stupid it was, and YouTube decided to go back and undo the strike. Oh wait, my bad. This is what actually happened. What actually happened is documented by Brett here at the 2-minute mark of his video from today titled, "Goodbye, YouTube Burned Brett Keane and Many Other YouTubers."
So they ended up giving me a copyright strike. Now, it's my first copyright strike. I only have one, but it only takes one copyright strike to completely mess up your live shows. You can't live stream anymore. And they're telling me that for 90 days I won't be able to do that. So what I did was I appealed it. if someone hits you for a copyright, you can appeal it, and you can also contact the owner. Well, the problem is that the owner is actually a movie company. Try to get a hold of a movie company and see how that works out for you, ladies and gentlemen. It's damn near impossible. And even if you do get a hold of a company, there's usually so many different branches and so many things that it could take months, even years, before you manage to get a hold of the people who actually had anything to do with content ID crap through YouTube. You see what I'm saying? So I emailed the company anyway, even though I knew that was going to be a bust. And then I did an appeal towards YouTube, and I said, you've made a mistake. There is no video or sound inside of my video if you just watch it. Unfortunately, this morning, whenever I woke up, it tells me that I was rejected, and they also informed me that they think that my counter notice was done, how shall I say, the wording makes it sound like that I tried to screw with the system or cheat them or lie about my counter notice. You get that? They're basically saying that, no, they looked and they found something, but there is nothing there.
And as you can see in this video, when Brett appealed this hilariously ridiculous copyright strike, not only did YouTube reject his appeal, but the wording of their rejection reply to Brett insinuated that Brett was lying about not having this copyrighted material in his live stream, even though the alleged copyright material is a movie that hasn't even come out yet, and therefore Brett couldn't possibly have shown any of it in his live stream, whether it be a screenshot, a video clip, an audio clip, whatever. So apparently in the new YouTube, not only are you not allowed to show clips of movies to illustrate larger points that you're making in your video, but you're also not allowed to talk about movies that haven't even come out yet. Wow. That does not make me want to live stream on YouTube, at least to talk about anything going on in entertainment. I mean, if we can't even talk about movies that haven't come out yet, what are we allowed to talk about on YouTube? Not much, apparently. So obviously, Brett's taking a step back from YouTube, at least as far as streaming goes, because his copyright strike prevents him from streaming for the next 3 months. So there are other ways that Brett will be doing live shows. The best way is through his Spotify channel, where Brett has full control of everything. He doesn't get censored, and he can have full uncensored conversations on his shows and post them to his Spotify account and not have to worry about anything happening to it. So this is the best way to see and watch Brett Keane as far as live shows go going forward. But Brett also talked about doing streams to Rumble, and here is his biggest Rumble channel. He has another Rumble channel where he's got a lot of his recent YouTube videos imported to it. But this is the channel of his on Rumble that has the most followers, and it's got a lot of views on some of the videos there. So I would encourage you to subscribe to Brett's Rumble channel, check out his content that's already there, and I would encourage Brett to upload his future videos to this particular Rumble channel, since it actually has a following and some of the videos actually have some views. And of course, because Brett is smart, he also has a channel on Quarter, which is my own open source alt tech alternative to YouTube, as well as the Lying Grifter alt tech sites. So if you want to support Brett on a true free speech platform, I would encourage you to create a Quarter account, subscribe to Brett's channel, watch his videos here on Quarter, and encourage Brett to upload all of his content to Quarter. And since I'm the person who runs Quarter, if Brett is having any trouble with uploading his content to Quarter, I will help him make it happen. Both me and my tech guy, Josh. Of course, I have my own Quarter channel as well as my own Rumble channel. You'll find the links to those in the description box below. But rest assured, even though YouTube censorship has hit Brett Keane once again, just like it's hit so many people, it's not really a problem for him. He's got his own radio network that he's doing good on. He's got a Rumble channel. He's got, of course, his quarter channel, which you can see right here on the screen. And, of course, he's got channels on other sites on the internet. But his Rumble channel, his quarter channel are the two most important channels when it comes to YouTube alternatives. And, of course, his full uncensored content is on his radio channel on Spotify, his radio network on Spotify, which I will have the link to that in the description box down below. And with that being said, I bid you guys adieu, farewell, and I will see you in the next video.